welcome to Cage Cat, and today we're playing Super Roblox Kart on Roblox. I mean, it's... If you can kind of understand what the game is, but you can really understand what the game is from the title. It's literally a Mario Kart, but someone made it on Roblox. Anyway, this is actually really cool. There's like 50 or something items in this game, too, which is the funny part. Yeah, this is a Roblox racing game. Actually, I think it's very much inspired by Mario Kart, as some of the tracks use Mario Kart soundtracks, and the fact that some of the items are basically copied from Mario Kart, like the red shell I got right there, which somehow I hit myself with. But like some other things, they've come up with their own ideas. But a lot of the items they've also come up with their own ideas for. Like there's apples, which are the speed boosts, and they even have an apple that's like a longer speed boost, which is interesting. Stuff like stuff like a triple thing that's interesting actually. And there's also like missiles and stuff like that too. So some of them are from Mario Kart, which you understand what they are if you play Mario Kart. Well, other ones are their own unique ideas. And yeah, they even put a few of the arcade Mario Kart items in this game. So there's like 50 or something items in this game, but you don't get all of them. They're basically guaranteed to not get all of them in a race. And something you kind of notice while like doing testing on the game with like some things is that you're actually not really riding. So Roblox actually does have the ability for vehicles in Studio to make, but I don't really think these are actually vehicles. I think you're just running around. I'm not joking. So like what I mean is in that Roblox Studio you can actually increase your character's running speed, but it's very easy. And you can also animate characters and stuff. There's like a whole animation thing. You can even add things to the animation like props. Though I honestly don't know how to do that stuff. What I honestly think the game is doing is it's literally just the animation. Every card is just a different animation with your character in it. So like, what I mean is like they add the cart to your avatar as like a customization piece and put you in the animation, and like they makes it look like you're sitting in the cart. And in reality, you're just running around the track because they said that you increased your speed. That's seriously how I think they make the running work and the movement work in this game, which is actually pretty unique because that allows you to do things you couldn't normally do with a vehicle in Roblox, and I actually think that's a pretty unique idea. Especially since this game seems to be made by developers that are getting just newer to the studio in general. That's actually a pretty unique idea. That'll be something that I would probably do if I made it. Because I'm honestly not the best with coding scripting either. So doing something like that where it kind of makes it look like it's doing something that it's not doing is actually pretty interesting. That's a pretty unique way to do coding in Roblox Studio. I like that. But yeah. This game is actually really, even though it's not the best quality of game, I think it's really fun to play. Like, seriously, actually, this game is really fun to play. It's just for like all those people that are like, oh, it's so specific. My game has to look super good in Roblox. I mean, it's not the best looking game in Roblox, but it's a really unique idea. There's not many racing games in Roblox, like kart racing sort of thing. Like, I've barely seen that. There's not many racing games in Roblox. This being like one of the first racing games I've seen in Roblox like ever. Besides like speedrun and stuff. So that's actually pretty unique. That this is the first ever this is pretty unique for a racing game. Roblox basically basing it off of Mario Kart. But yeah, I actually kind of like this game a lot. I'm actually making a map for this game. I doubt we'll get in, but then again, the maps aren't the best looking in this game. So, and I think I can build up the level of this game. I'll actually probably maybe at the end of the video show a screenshot or something of the map I'm working on. It's not finished yet. There's the map I'm working on is similar to Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii, where like racing around these like autumn colored leaf trees. In fall time the trees got like orange and stuff. That's kind of what my track looks like. Kind of like trees like that where you're racing around, and like Maple Treeway, Mario Kart Wii, you're literally racing at the treetop level. It's really cool. And then you go back to the ground. So I have something like that in my track. But even though it has a similar theme, it's a completely different track design. I mean, if that makes sense. And the details are different. And some of the decorations, like Maple Treeway, doesn't have like a tire swing or you got a zip line in it. But my track actually has that, so. Not to mention my track also has a pumpkin patch in the one corner. Well, in the corner, it's like it's actually a shortcut area. And a decoration, so, I'll kind of maybe the other things I would add to, also, the things they really need to add are, like, they have to put invisible walls so people can't get out of the track. And I also need to add without the invisible walls, they also would need to add, make it look like the actual, like some of the parts that are up in the tree look like they're supported. Because right now they look kind of like they're like, fall. Because they don't look that supported. There's a little bit of support on them, like a support beam or something underneath some of the parts. It would make more sense for that track. But yeah. But it's starting to shape out really good looking. Anyway. This game is actually pretty... I like all the many different items there are. Like, this game in the lobby literally has like a whole back secret room. And it just tells you what every item is. So it's not secret. It's just hard to find because they have to go up this ramp thing onto this bleacher area. But the problem is I don't know how many noobs can figure that out. Oh, and if you're wondering, the first 2 clips were recorded on the same day. I was playing with my cousin and stuff too, and my brother. And the last clip was recorded today because I wanted a little bit longer video. But yeah. Anyway, this game is really interesting. But yeah. Anyway. So. But yeah. There's actually different cards in this game. So I have like a default card, and you can actually get different ones. Like I said, but there's tons of unique ideas for carts and tracks. The one thing, so here's some things I would criticize the game on. Like, I'm not trying to hate on the game. I'm just trying to give like advice for how I would update the game. For one, a lot of the tracks are like this one, or the last one we played in the video, are super long. Like this one's 3 laps. The lap counter kind of gets cut off on mobile right now. I think I recorded this. And the last video is an update in between like this video clip and the next clip. So I think the lap counter actually gets fixed on mobile. But yeah, some of the tracks are just really long. Like you have 5 minutes to complete the race, which I feel is like too long. Races should be like 3 minutes long, not 5 minutes long. In my opinion, it just feels a little too long. Like when you're in the race, it kind of gets boring after like the on like a longer track like this one that has like 3 laps. It feels kind of boring at the 3rd lap. And because it's so long, like people are so spread out, and so it's not. It'll be better. The tracks I think should be a little bit shorter because then that speeds up the race a little bit, and makes it so more people can fight each other with items, which makes the game more fun. Also, the other thing that would do is making sure more of the tracks being shorter would make it also the rounds can be sped up like to 3 minutes. Because there's times because there's a lot of noobs that also go backwards on tracks for some reason. I'll get into that one later. But what happens is it takes like almost always a full 5 minutes for some people don't know what to do in the track. Like they go backwards because you don't spawn in like facing the start line. You have to find it and go that direction. So some people will actually go backwards and then figure out they're going backwards, have to completely redo everything they were doing, and it takes like the full 5 minutes. So that could be something that could be addressed in the fact that some of the items like shells are just kind of like weird and don't always work. But yeah. But anyway, the tracks just made it a little bit shorter and the rounds are shorter. It'll be more fun because you have to wait like 5 minutes in the lobby sometimes when you join a server just to get into a race because like you just missed the start of the last one. And it's kind of really long feeling. And on top, at least you can spectate other players, which is nice. And the other thing is because not everyone wants to go around the tracks, which is the annoying part because they go backwards and takes like the full 5 minutes. And other times the game will kind of glitch out, and when everyone passes the finish line, they'll still keep the game running. So I feel like the timer should have some sort of way to be sped up. Maybe like cut the timer down to a minute unless it's already past a minute. So what I mean is like, if I say you have 5 minutes and someone completes the track in the first 3 minutes, I'll skip the timer down to 1 minute. But if like the first person to pass the finish line is very past, the first minute's already getting cut through, it won't speed up or something code wise. You may be able to do an if-else statement, but it will make it to the track. I feel like the game will just be sped up more. Like giving them only 1 minute after the first person finished, so people could still finish the race and the game would be faster or something. Right now I feel like the tracks are just a little too long. The round's a little bit too long and people don't know where to go. Maybe like some sort of reverse thing that tells you to go the right way or something for noobs as well. And some of the items are just a little bit glitchy, but at the same time, this game's also in beta, so I'm not going to blame any of these problems in the game, really. This game is kind of, like I said, I don't know the full history of this game because I'm just new playing it. But yeah, I really like this game a lot. It's really unique. But the last section of the video, like I said, was just me kind of seeing some of the problems of the game and how they could be addressed. Because, I actually do a lot of building in studio and I have a lot of, I don't know why, but I'm actually, for some reason, understanding how to balance games. I don't know why I'm getting up figuring out how to balance a game. But this is the last race, so they didn't fix that thing. But yeah. Anyway, another thing that could be addressed is maybe being some sort of way to see your coins when you're in the shop, just for phone players and stuff. That'd be able to see their coins. Every device in Roblox, I think besides Xbox, I think tablets and computers can see your leaderboard, but consoles and phones cannot see the leaderboard. So it's kind of annoying for games like this game, for people to see their coins. I don't know about console fully. I haven't played console for a while, Roblox-wise. And this game would actually feel like be really good working on console. I feel like this would be a perfect game to play on consoles for Roblox. So, and if I'm correct about it, the game literally just be running around with animations. Because I've tested it with E-Dance and some of the carts are floating. This on the few ones that doesn't look like it's floating. But some of the carts are floating off the ground, so I have a feeling this piece of scaling of avatars and stuff, so maybe make it one R6 or something. Or maybe not. Maybe everyone is R6 already, I don't know. But make it but because if I predicted right that I was just running really fast around the track instead of actually driving the vehicle, that'll make it really easy to port this console. All you need to do is find some sort of way to make items work, which would be pretty easy. And then you would pretty much have a working game on console, and this would actually be pretty fun to play on console. I don't know if it's on console yet, but I don't think it is because on the control board thing, they don't have console controls, which makes me think that it's not on console in the lobby. But yeah. Anyways, this is actually really fun to play. But yeah. Anyway, there's actually so many power-ups, it's kind of cool. And I like the idea of having tons of power-ups in the game. A lot of people, it's kind of fun with tons of power-ups in the game, and some of them being variants of other ones. Or doing some other things to other ones, which makes it so, it's almost unique every race, and just wish there's tons of power-ups in the game, but when you first place, there's only still 6 or something power-ups you can only go get in first. The 50 that are in the game, so it feels kind of weird having able to see all the power-ups, and this game has a max server size of 12, which makes sense. And so when you make a Roblox game, you can set how many players you how much the servers will fill up and stuff. And so what I mean is when you're making a Roblox game, you can set how many players you want on a server. And the thing is, though, you can set the max server size, but you don't want to fully set it to be max server size for how many players can join the server. So a lot of people make it a cap off a certain amount of players, and people's friends can join off of them, but they will join from the server tab, but servers won't fully fill up if you just push the join button normally. So this game, only 8 people can join us can really join the game, and then the other 4 can be the server's max limit is 12, but the server is mainly filled up to 8 players, which is actually pretty interesting. A lot of games do that too. It's not really that unique, but normally Mario Kart games are either 8 or 12 players, so that's actually a pretty cool, unique way to do that sort of thing. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to Cage Cat on YouTube, and peace. And I know this video seems a little bit harsh on this game, but in reality, I like this game a lot, and just want to see the best out of this game in the future. And peace.